How to quit porn. 6 tips for success. These are some of our top tried and tested tips for quitting porn, and some resources to help you on your way. 1. Go cold turkey. Now you might see this and think we're being a bit extreme. Is there really a need for cold turkey? Not everyone who wants to quit porn goes into hard mode. A hard mode reboot means a clean break from all PMO, porn, masturbation and orgasms. But a gradual reboot won't work for you if your porn habit has become an addiction, meaning structural changes in your brain. This is because of the impact addiction has on the brain's executive controls. As your ability to delay gratification is weakened, you won't have the same level of self-control as you did when you were addiction-free. Although it would be a shock to your system at first and you might experience withdrawal, cold turkey can be a less stressful route to success. If you have PIED, or find real sex is consumed with porn fantasies, this could be the strategy you need, as even your body needs a break. It will help you regain your sensitivity and virility, and start afresh with a healthy, rewarding sex life when you're ready. 2. Don't go through it alone. When you're having ups and downs during your reboot, having someone to chat to and hold you accountable can make all the difference. For example, with REMOJO, you can add your girlfriend or a buddy as your accountability partner on the app. That way, they can track your progress and be there with some words of motivation or to celebrate your milestones with you. Being a part of the community will also help you reframe your experience and step out of that familiar downward spiral of shame. The REMOJO community is an online space for you to share your experience anonymously and connect with others on the same journey. Plus, hearing other people's stories will boost your morale when you're feeling low. 3. Get rid of any triggers. To avoid a relapse, you need to break the habit loop that you've developed around porn and that involves identifying and eliminating your triggers. The next time you feel an urge to turn to porn, check the situation you're in and the emotions you're feeling. The triggers that cause your urges could be on social media or on stuff you watch on Netflix. Maybe you dig deeper and notice that you usually tune into porn when you're feeling stressed or under pressure, lonely or depressed. Putting pen to paper and journaling around what triggers you is a great way to get familiar with your own addiction loop in order to then break out of it. You can also use REMOJO to block access to any websites or apps that trigger you across all devices. 4. Take up a new hobby. When you've been distracting yourself from things you'd rather not be feeling, it can be pretty overwhelming when the emotions start to flood back. Channeling your energy into a new hobby will make it easier to manage any emotional dips or mood swings. This can be a great opportunity to pick up that hobby that's been at the back of your head for a while. Maybe you've been wanting to learn guitar for years, or to finally start that project. Just be sure that your new hobby is a healthy one that's not going to veer you off track with any porn triggers. 5. Set some goals. Been feeling foggy-headed, forgetful, or generally indifferent about life? Being addicted to porn impacts neurotransmitter dopamine, which is responsible for that get-up-and-go feeling of motivation. Setting some goals will give you something positive to work towards as you reboot. With REMOJO, you'll have access to Foundations, a course covering everything on goal setting and getting into new routines. The goals you set don't have to be big at this stage. For example, if you've been dealing with social anxiety, you could set a goal to say yes and go out to a certain amount of social events this month. Once you hit even the smallest goal, you'll start feeling more confident and motivated to take life into an exciting new direction. And as you reboot, your brain will get sharper and clearer every day. So reaching bigger goals will be more possible than you might think right now. 6. Be open to changing your mindset. As you reboot, you're going to discover that there's a lot more depth and beauty to sex than porn will have you believe. It's quite likely a shift in your mindset will happen for you organically as you distance yourself from porn and start realizing how beautiful life really is. Plus, REMOJO includes a course that will help you switch gears and get primed for a new sex-positive mindset. Once you make an effort to change your perspective, you'll find that your relationships and sex life get way better too, as you distance yourself from porn and start seeing women for how they really are and not just for how they look. What to do if you relapse? Here's a bonus point. If you do relapse, it's okay. You're not the only one, and it's never too late to get back on it and hit reboot again. Instead of beating yourself up about your relapse, focus on the positives of how far you've come already. Recovery isn't usually a linear path, and along the way you'll probably better understand your habit loops, your triggers, and discover useful tricks that we haven't mentioned here. At the end of the day, you're your own best teacher, so don't question yourself. When you can learn to listen to your inner wisdom, that in itself is a skill which will never fail you in life. Time to reboot? Rebooting will get your brain back in tip-top condition and will give you your life back. Why not start with 30 days free from porn? Head to REMOJO to download the most effective app for rebooting and quitting porn for good, and get started today.